the Hardy Boys. What do you think about Matt and Jeff? They've been together for years. They've recently wrestled as recently as kind of 2018, I think it was 2017, 2018. What do you make of them being number two?
I can understand why WWF has chosen them or placed them at number two on that list. Yeah, I mean, they obviously had the run in TNA, doing the broken gimmick. And that was very divisive. A lot of people didn't like it. I mean, I found it very entertaining. That was 2016. And then they returned in 2017, wasn't it? WrestleMania to WWE.
Yeah.
So I mean, they teamed up before WWF. At first, were a bit of a joke as a team. I mean, no one really took them seriously. I mean, remember when they were teaming with Michael Hayes, Kenny? Michael Hayes was their mentor. You know, I mean, it didn't look good, did it? When you got to take Michael Hayes on as your mentor in, was that 99 or 98? That I think it was
1999. Yeah.
99, sorry, yeah. When you're taking Michael Hayes on as your mentor in 1999, I mean, the outlook is, the forecast looks bleak. But I mean, nevertheless, despite Michael Hayes, Doc Hendricks' involvement, they were able to rally from that and obviously had a tremendous run. The breakout performance was the Runnels Invitational, wasn't it? The ladder match with Edge and Christian.
Mm-hmm.
Was that September, October 99? I can never remember which month it was.
October, no mercy.
October 99. I mean, that was the match that everyone was talking about the next day. So, I mean, they were a team as well that I think lots of other wrestlers looked at and attempted to emulate. So, I mean, their influence on wrestling over the last 22 years cannot be understated. I think they were an amazing team. I don't know whether I'd put them at number two. I guess the top five. Again, was kind of splitting hairs. And I think it's like when I used to put the PS50 together, and with the ITR 50, it's very difficult when it comes down to it of deciding who should go where. It is really tricky, especially when you've got a lot of contenders that are sort of worthy, but then you think, well, maybe these people are more worthy. But I mean, Hardy's obviously a legendary team, contributed so much to WWF stroke WWE. I don't know whether they really did that much elsewhere. I mean, they did do some stuff in Impact or TNA in 2016 when they reinvented themselves as the Broken Characters. And that was an amazing transition for them. As I said earlier, lots of people didn't like it. I did find it quite entertaining. But that isn't remembered for their matches. That's remembered for the characters and the zany out of this world things they did in their, the ultimate final deletion, the tag team Apocalypto, I think it was, all those crazy matches. So it's remembered for that, special effects and all the silliness rather than the straight in-ring, exhilarating matchups. But I mean, definitely one of the best teams in WWF stroke WWE history. But it's tricky to really say, at least second best in company history. It's tough, but as I said, it's hard to rank these things.
Well, they did win the TIT back in 1999, the Teddy Invitational Tournament. So they won the services of Miss Runnels, which didn't go very well. But I was looking up there when you were talking. Michael Hayes at age 39 had a cane with him. So that means I've got 3 years left till I need to get my cane and my cargo pants out. But I think the Hardys. I don't know if the Hardys probably wouldn't be number two for me, but I think they're an absolutely worthy number two. They wrestled for years. They were very inventive. They were so over. They were so popular. I mean, it's a testament to how bad they were at promos, but they were still really popular and really over. Like it almost didn't matter that they, were really bad talkers. People just loved them. They were doing autobiographies, and I think the renaissance with the broken stuff is worthy to mention because, I mean, I think wrestling should be more about just than just the matches that you have, and for them to do the stuff they do, because in WWE they had wrestled separately for so long, and it had
Yeah.
never gone very well when they had a feud. And then, you know, they had this weird thing in TNA where they do the broken stuff and his brother Nero, and I think it was so creative that I think Hardy Boys at number 2 is a great shout for them to make.